Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the School Morning Show. That's right, the School Morning Show brought to you by Skool. Except we're not sponsored whatsoever or affiliated in any way. We're just doing this on our own, for free. Good morning.
Brought to you by Skool, but not officially. But also, we are on Skool, and
It's confusing, I know.
hi.
Today, you know what today is? It's
What?
my favorite day of the entire week, and it's not just because it's Friday. Yeah, it's not just because it's Friday. It's because it is our school review show where we go through and we talk about all the interesting things that happen in schoolers and all over school. And it's just a fun show. It's the best day of the week. Are you not excited? We got the weekend coming up.
Whoop, whoop.
We can do whatever
I'm
we
excited.
want.
It's gonna be a great weekend. This is my first weekend where I have the full weekend, so I'm excited
Oh,
for sure.
congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats. Isn't that a weird word? Like, how did they come up with con and like g and then rats? Like,
You
how
know-
did that word? How did words become the words? What is a banana? How did they come up with banana?
I love
Giraffe?
etymology. I look into etymology all the time. If you were to go through my search history, like you're not going to find nothing weird. You're just going to find etymology of different words.
Coconut. Coconut. How did they come up with coconut?
Well, let's look up the etymology right now. Except we don't have time because we got a lot
Okay.
to cover today. But hey, do you guys want to help support the School Morning Show? It doesn't cost you a single dime. We're live every single day. Just give it value after value after value for free. So if you want to help us out, like the live, subscribe to Jenna on here, maybe even comment. And if you're feeling really excitable, share it to a schooler that might like it. Because, we're here for all schoolers. Not just the ones in what is school. We're here for everybody. And also, if you want to drop a comment, post it. And what is school? It's the pinned post at the very, very top. If you comment something, I'll throw it up. Yeah. I'll throw it up right on screen. Just like this. Let me give you an example of how I would throw it up. Check this out. You guys, you don't even know what's coming. Check this out. We got my main man, Heston, in the comments. How I imagine Jen and Eric publishing the respective posts to the School Morning Show daily at the same time. Okay, get your finger, hover over the button, in 3, 2, 1, post.
That's pretty much how it is. And it's okay. So there's an inside joke to Jesse saying "hey" because this morning when I checked in, I wrote "hey," and then I put a big picture of "hey," and so I'm actually Jesse. I don't know if you want me sharing this, but I am.
This is the comment you're talking about. The hay.
Yeah.
It's literal hay.
So inside our Slack channel, where we check in and we just for the mods and stuff, he said, "Wow, a good morning post and a joke all rolled up into one," because I used round hay bales for my morning check-in, and I said it's a bit of a dry joke, but it'll do. And he said, "Don't make it too many, or you'll get arrested, and then we'll have to bail you out."
Bail. That's
And
good.
I
That's
had
good.
to end it with, haha, that's a good one. At this point, we're just grasping at straws, trying to keep the jokes rolling.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are
So-
such nerds.
Yeah, it's always going to be ridiculous dad jokes. We haven't done dad jokes in a while,
No,
so
it's been a minute.
I want to say that Monday,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to come back with some dad jokes.
Okay, come back Monday and we'll do some dad jokes.
Yeah,
But
boy.
okay, so I told you this is my favorite day of the week where we go all over the school stuff. But the number one question that's on everybody's mind is what were Sam and Kirby drinking?
Yeah, what were
drinking?
they drinking?
And-
We
and-
need to know.
Y'all are in for a treat today. So let's just talk about it. That's the wrong
Hold on.
song. This one, yes. All right, so let me pull this up here. All right, let me make this bigger. So they're hiding it from us. These guys, they don't want to show us, and that looks exactly like Kirby, by the way. You need to show us what you're drinking. Come on, pull it out from under your shirt. Oh my God, it's getting crazy in here. They're not showing us what they're drinking. Well, let me tell you, this is what they were drinking. They were drinking Kirby was drinking is that a cherry lime LaCroix?
Pretty sure it is a cherry lime LaCroix.
And then Sam was drinking a root beer Waterloo. What a pull. That is like elite ball knowledge right there.
See, I did not know there was such a thing as a root beer Waterloo. And now we also know that Sam likes root beer flavor. We never knew that. We knew he liked black cherry, but this is this is new information to us.
Every time someone says the word Sam, you have to.
Yeah, it's the rules now. If he ever sees this, I'm gonna die inside.
You might be fired, actually.
Oh yeah, he'd be like, out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Scram!
if I get you fired, I'm very, very sorry. But yeah, we get it wrong every single week. I don't know how. I don't think I've actually guessed correctly a single time.
You know what? I'm gonna say tap water next time. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna be tap water because I feel
closer.
Like we would guess something very, very like a good guess, and then it would be like, oh, by the way, we had no drink.
They're just gonna stop bringing drinks to school news because of us.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
All right, well, the very first post we're going to bring up is, of course, the school news. This was an exciting one. There's two guys doing a race to $1 million MRR. Could you imagine making $1 million a month on school? That's bonkers.
That's crazy talk. I mean, I know it's totally possible, but it's really cool to see it happening on Skool and which communities are doing it, you know?
Logan's really cool. Like he's got a YouTube channel where he interviews his clients, and then who have had like success. I don't know how much that's bringing him actually, but I like that he's doing it because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, and the other thing is that this is happening in the money category. Like for some reason, I thought maybe it might happen in the tech category. Like I know money is like an obvious one, but I'm surprised that there's not a tech one that's higher. You know.
Well, there are some tech ones that are probably third or fourth. Pretty close. Mm-hmm. Those AI communities are absolutely ripping.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
I'm curious. Actually, I want to bring this up right now because I'm curious how close they are right now. They've actually gone up a little bit since school news. So let's see how much they're actually making right now. We got Spencer with Evolve at $688,000 a month. And Logan close at $657,000 a month. That's crazy. You know they're just pumping ads. They got to be just pumping ads.
Well, there's a lot of things that they could be doing too, like affiliate. They might have like a really good affiliate system. They might have like what you said that this one's doing a lot of like YouTube stuff too. Mm-hmm. Might just be the right time to be making content. Because how many people, isn't there a lot of people that recently lost their jobs due to Spirit Airlines?
Oh, yeah, thousands. I mean, so many people are getting laid off because of like AI replacing their jobs. That's already starting, like a lot. And so for Logan in particular, that might even be the angle he's going for, like blue-collar people. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a plumber is not going to get replaced by AI anytime soon.
No. Imagine. You know what? I would not be sad, though, if AI would find some way to replace me having to do the dishes. We talk about this every time. I don't like it.
Well, you know, Elon's making those Optimus robots. He's making.
I don't think I would trust a robot in my house, actually. Never mind. No, I'd be like, how do I pour? Like, if it could do the dishes, then it's waterproof, and I'd be like, my go-to would be pouring water on a robot to try to like tell it to f off, you know. So if it was a waterproof,
standing over you when you're sleeping.
No, I think that would be the day I hit it with a car. I'm like, I don't know. Me and the robots, it's not going to be a good thing.
All right. But it was a really great episode. So we found out what they're drinking. They talked about this. They talked a lot about pages, which you, speaking of about pages, did a pretty banger post yourself. Where is it? Is it this one? What did I do with that post? This one, yeah, this one. You made a post. You had a lot of good posts this week, actually.
I need to get back to everybody too.
But you did a post, and you're like, everybody share your about page, and and I hope you got approval for that. I hope you did.
It wasn't about like. Here's the thing: inside schoolers,
Oh, it was a
people
cover
can. It was a cover photo. They can share for feedback, but it has to be included. So sometimes people go in there and they're like, I don't know if I can ask this, so I'm just going to throw it up here without putting a picture or anything. But then that means that the person would have to go to their community, and that's what's not allowed. So if you put everything inside the post itself, as long as you're not like having like, oh, look at it, and if you feel if it calls to you, come join my community. Yeah, no, that's not going to fly.
If it calls.
Yeah, you do. There's very many ways that people find creative things to say that, but yeah, if they go ahead and they post it inside and just ask for pure feedback, then yeah, it's fine.
Some pretty interesting information in there, though, because there's everyone sharing their stuff, giving feedback,
and.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so somebody wanted to say that like the group card is like the entire thing where it's also the description. I understand that. But I was equaling the cover photo because a lot of people were trying to figure out where the group card was, like inside. It was
I was
really
trying to
weird.
figure that out. I couldn't figure it out either. I'm just dumb, I guess. And by the time I actually figured it out, I kind of forgot about it, and I never ended up posting mine.
Oh no. Well, see, when you go to Discovery, all of everybody's little thing is called technically a group card. Okay. So that would be the name, the photo, the little icon there, and then like your group description. But people are like, how do I change that? And I'm just like, I just decided to do my own version where I'm like, cover photo equals it, because here's the thing. That's what they were mostly worried about, because they were like, how do I change the group card photo?
Yeah. And you had a really good Canva template here that you could just plug in and it'll work. So
and here's a funny thing. I actually put inside that cover photo template, when you click on it, I put like the dimensions, and I also put my thing of like, don't do full AI. And as I was going through the answers, and I'm planning to go back and give feedback to all of them on a day off, right?
Yeah.
When I'm doing it for my
very busy
time
week
frame.
with your lunch.
Yeah, I know. We're catching up. We're slowly catching up.
Hold
In
on,
fact,
I'm
actually,
gonna share this.
okay.
I'm gonna pull up
I actually went ahead and bought some of the oxygen boosters to be delivered because I'm
nice.
shallow breathing right now. So that I have more energy to do it.
Good.
So yeah.
I don't recommend using AI image for this.
Yes. And the interesting thing is, like, so I'm going back through there and I'm looking at all of them, and the ones that are mostly AI actually do not look as good as the ones that people have actually taken the time to create.
Yeah. I think the number one issue that I saw while looking through everybody's cover photos is some of them have way too much text that you can't even read, like whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of small when you're looking
make
at
them
it.
overwhelming, or they could be like really confusing where they just don't, like, how does this relate with what you're doing? I know. If you're seeing what I'm seeing, I'm also laughing. I'm just not going to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're.
Boost our algo, dude.
But yeah, that was a good post. Very good post.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Go through there because it is really interesting to see all the different ones too.
And post yours so that way it gives Jenna more work.
Yeah, actually, no. Tomorrow I am going to be going through them. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
While I go get another adjustment, and I get spatchcocked like a chicken.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's talk about another. Actually, before we do our another post, I do want to do a school shout out. I do want to do that.
Okay,
It's time for the school shout out. Oh yeah. We got Mindy here. Mindy's awesome. Mindy's always in the lives talking, hanging out with us. But she got a year perfect, all green on Skool, and that's really awesome.
that is really awesome.
I did not.
It does take. Now you got to go back and you got to like it, bro. You got to go like the post.
I didn't even have a chance to like it. I was just grabbing
You're just
stuff.
like,
I was looking
you're
through
like,
grabbing.
woo.
Yeah, I will go back and like it. But yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, we have the famous Mindy in here.
Hello, Mindy. Congrats on doing
Congrats. That is a lot of, like, people don't understand. It's a lot of dedication. So you're doing an entire year of showing up and doing at least 10 a day.
You know, it'd be cool if they made it like a blue flame. Like if you can make it a year.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I wish they would do that. But I know that, like, Sam likes to keep things super simple, so that would probably just be complexity for him.
Yeah.
I do think that so when you look at it overall, it feels like, oh man, that's a lot to do. But I think everybody could do it. This is my thing. It's like, you can get a green square every single day. Because of the ADHD stuff, I would set alarms for myself eventually. Like, and I had a full green bar for a long time, but I eventually got annoyed by those alarms. And so did my kids. They were like, can you please delete them? And I'm like, fine, let's do that. Like, for our family's sanity's sake, I'll delete it. But if you, like, make a habit of, like, go brush your teeth or something, you can brush your teeth and go like 10 things, right?
Yeah,
So it's
that's
not
what I do at like 7
that hard.
o'clock. Like every night at 7, I will literally just open my phone. I will usually go to the school news post because there's always new comments, and I'll just like 10 just so I know I'll get it
Yep.
and I won't lose my flame.
That is one of my favorite sayings, Jesse. Jesse wrote inside, "What is school?" How people would feel if they lost.
God. Losing the blue flame I would absolutely crash out. I would cancel my school subscription. And
People
then,
already crash out for just losing the flame itself. And yeah, this is my favorite saying, you guys. Upsetty spaghetti, by the way. I love saying upsetty spaghetti.
And if anybody is interested in having their comment shown on our YouTube live, comment on what is school, and I'll throw it up there.
Whoop, whoop. So yeah, how do people feel? Okay, I know my feelings on it, and I know some of the mods' feelings on it. But how do you guys feel about when people go make like a thought leadership post inside Schoolers about losing their flame? And
I get
how
the
it's
same
justified?
feeling. It's the same feeling when somebody's leaving a Facebook group or like a Reddit community, and they give their goodbye post. It's like, I'm so tired of this place, I'm leaving. It's like, nobody needed an exit speech from you. Thanks for letting us know, I guess.
It's like, okay. And it's always something like, it's worth losing your flame over to be there with your family and loved ones. And we're like, nobody said it wasn't. I'm like,
I'll
okay.
be honest. I was pretty upset when I lost my flame because it was one of those things where I got really busy over Christmas, and I just somehow got 9 instead of 10, and I lost it. And then I just like kind of crashed out and didn't come back to school for like 2 months.
You did have a little bit of a crash out, but
I did,
it was an insane busy time frame too for you.
It is a bit. It was, yeah, because
You
it was
were
like
live
it was
every-
Q4.
Yeah.
Yep,
Live every
Q4.
day
Live every
for
day.
hours.
For
and
hours. Kind of like now, except way more.
Let's treat this like Q4. We're going to be live for the next
God.
4 hours.
Oh Lord, I don't think I can do it again.
Yeah, that was a lot. You burnt yourself pretty hardcore on that
Oh
one.
yeah, I made a lot of money, but I burnt myself out. So don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't do that, people. All right,
Okay.
our next
Next one.
post we got from Tommy. Huh?
I'm going to do something in just a second,
Okay.
but I won't do it right now. Hold on. That was so helpful. I'm just
Okay,
going to make
great.
you
Thanks for
think
letting me
through
know.
Things.
Thanks for telling me. You're not gonna ask me about a baby emu again, are you?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Worse.
Tommy got his first. Oh, worse. His first paid member in 3 days. That's pretty
Yep.
cool. In 3 days.
I love this post. Okay, so I love the posts where like when Nick Sarov made this post that was like super long and detailed, but he was the GOAT and he had made like $200 something thousand a month, and he shared all this detail and stuff that was like actionable, had a video that came with it. But I also really love this one because it's so short, but it's so valuable because he said, this is what worked for me. Like, this is what I want to see more of. Like, I'd love to see more of these.
He searched
It's like,
hashtags in his niche on Instagram and started
Yeah.
cold DMing people. You know, that's kind of how I do stuff too. Anytime I start like a new niche or I'm starting a new platform, I literally will just search like the niche and just see what's the vibe.
Yep.
Yep.
I think it's pretty cool because, and then he's talking about how he did cold DMs, but he didn't make them weird. He made a genuine connection with them first. And some people may have felt like, oh, you're cold DMing me. But like at the same time, if that's something you're interested in, he did the work to go find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really like that it was short and actionable because how many people, I don't know how many people actually did this, but how many people could go out there and just go do that right now?
It's hard. I think cold DM's like one of the hardest things you can do without sounding weird.
I think if you give yourself like almost like try to be as real as as human as possible. But if you give yourself a script, you can go out there and like personalize them a little bit to each one. Be like, hey, I saw you on this post and you were talking about this. This is something I do as well, you know? It doesn't have to be weird. Because, like, if they don't reply and they never talk to you again, all right, so that's a person you never have to talk to again. You know? Like, there's no harm in that. I think that the fear is, like, the being perceived a certain way.
His community's cool, too. Hold on, I got to bring it up.
It is.
It's a K-pop producer system. He teaches people how to make K-pop beats. Me and my kids love K-pop, like Cat's Eye, K-pop Demon Hunters. Can't think of the others, but my kids love listening to K-pop. That's all we listen to in the car.
Yep.
That's cool.
I think that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen very many of those. Like, it's unique, right? That's one of the cool things about.
And it's like not
Skool's
just music
uniqueness.
production. It's like further niched, which I like.
Okay, so I have a question. Have you ever seen like some of the YouTube stuff where people will go through they're making their videos and stuff, and it's like they talk and stuff at the beginning, and then in the middle they hit you with the pitch, and then they like instead of holding it on until the to the end, you know. Well, I'm not gonna pitch anybody in the middle of this What is Skool thing.
Oh, good.
But what I am gonna do is it's a Friday, and I am going to
No.
rickroll all of you.
Why? Why would you do this? It burns. Why would you do that to us?
I had to. It was the way that I wanted to end the week. When we figured out that we could add rickrolling to the soundboard, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be a pitch in the middle of the What is Skool. It's gonna be a rickroll
in the middle, so early.
All right, next one.
All right, we got one from Mr. Hollywood himself, Calvin, talking about Skool IRLs and hosting your own. By the way, I've not read any of these.
Okay. What the heck, Eric? Okay. If anybody hasn't seen this yet, go watch his video. It's crazy. So Calvin was already like famous for like photography and all this stuff prior to joining Skool. Like this is like what his life is. You can actually Google Calvin Hollywood and see all of his like Photoshop stuff.
That's why his videos look so good.
Yeah, but his videos are always fire. Like, it was a very, like, I watched it and I was like, whoa, I'm pumped up. Like, I'm not going to do any in real life events because, like, obviously I do this faceless, but dang, it makes me want to. And it's really cool. Like, people can, like, it doesn't matter who you are. You can host your own in real life event. And he's given a little guide. And so that little click thing, people
Mm-hmm.
can go click on that and get everything they need to know on how to like what's an acceptable way to host an in real life event and post it in the schoolers community.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a doc.
If people are wanting to, because people want to post stuff in school all the time, and so there is like a guideline for what can be posted in it. It's not like if I was making candles, if I tried to have a candle community and then I was like, hey, every schooler can come join and make candles with us, that's not allowed. But if it's just hanging out, you can go post that inside schoolers and see how many people want to show up and stuff. It's pretty cool.
And there's your whole guide if you want to do it. Just go click
Yeah,
that
boy.
click that link in Calvin's post. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I also have no interest in IRL, but I love it for the people who do.
And when you watch his video, it's so funny. Calvin's known for cheesecake, right? Go see how much cheesecake is in this video.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
That's so
cheesecake is
funny.
everywhere.
I also like cheesecake a lot. So I didn't watch this video, but I watched his other post video that was pretty interesting. Did you see his other one?
Oh, I mean, he has a lot of them.
He posts a lot, but this one he's talking about sharing course keys, and he's got one of Evelyn's courses in his community, but like he put a video at the start of it, like introducing her, and then it goes into like why it's valuable, and then her course.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we had an interesting few posts after that where people were just wanting to share course keys inside schoolers, which
God.
is nope, not going to happen because we'd have to check every single one of them,
Oh
and
my
I'm not
God, that would-
downloading all your course keys.
That would be
But-
a nightmare.
It is a really good thing. Like if you know other people that are in your space, you could do that.
Yeah.
And back when I was talking to Evelyn's, she had a person hired for helping with affiliate stuff, and he would talk to you. He'd say, hey, these are some of the options that we have. Which one would be good for you if you'd like to have your affiliate stuff inside your community for Evelyn? And so that's what other people could be doing too, is like if you come up with a few other options for like what's the best way to get people interested in your community, you could do it all instead of having to go do a live workshop, right?
Yeah.
Because we talked about workshops before, and this is just one way to do it one time, and then it like works forever.
Yeah. So pay me $99 and I'll host your course. I'm just joking.
Right. Yeah. But it would be, this is really helpful for, could you imagine somebody doing a public school community and they just have a bunch of these, and it's like, I'm going to help you see all the different available options, and then all they do is just make public posts so they rank and stuff, and then
Yeah.
people can come and look inside their communities.
I think I've seen a couple
Affiliate money,
do something
boy.
similar to that. It's a cool idea. I totally forgot this feature even existed, the course key thing. Mm-hmm. But it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I don't know how I would use it, but it's a cool idea. All right. You had another banger post. Look at you doing all these posts this week. The pro plan versus the hobby plan. What's the difference? And it was sharing Mark's video. He makes the best YouTube videos, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really makes amazing videos, and it was so funny that I got a couple mentions of like, I can't see Mark in this video.
Yeah,
Because
what's his
everyone's
face?
like, so everyone's so obsessed with with Mark
He's just so handsome.
and how he looks at their. I was getting feedback. That's the feedback I got. I was like, yeah, let me just go message Mark and be like, hey, Mark, people need to see you.
Yeah, it kind of ruined the whole thing for me, to be honest.
Oh, it was so funny. But no, it was like, I really like that because what it shows is, because he normally does his videos in the like podcast room at school. But
Cool.
when this thing came out, I had just asked the day before if he could make this video because I could see that it was needed by several people. And he got on the next day, saw my request for it, and then like Elena had said that she also would really appreciate it. He jumps in, gets on, does a loom, it's faceless, and then gets it out there, and it was so helpful. So it's one of those reminders of like, even if you're normal way of like videoing. And the reason why I bring this up is there was somebody else that apparently got like in a really bad car wreck, and they have like a big gash on their head, and they were upset because it was going to put them behind on the plans that they had for their community. And he was like, "Could I just do it faceless?" And it's like, yes, you can do it faceless. You don't have to do a video where you're showing your face. If something changes, you always have this backup version. And if you go watch the video, unless you were like obsessed with how Mark looks, right? You probably didn't even really realize.
It's the same value. Like, what's it matter if there's like a little tiny square of him in the corner? Like,
Yeah.
I do both. Like, I'm not completely faceless. Like, most of my short form stuff, I show my face. But I do this faceless mostly because I just do not feel like setting up my camera and my lights and all this stuff every single day, because I don't have like a dedicated space for my setup. And so like, it's just too much work. And so I'm like, I'll just do it faceless.
It's easy. I mean, that was like, there was so many reasons that went into me choosing to do it faceless. But one of the perks is the fact that I can still show up. Like, it doesn't matter that I was up until 1 a.m. because my kid did not want to go to sleep, and I have dark circles under my eyes, and I don't want to put on makeup this morning. You know, like all these other excuses on why I wouldn't join you live are no longer existent because I can just do it faceless.
Yeah. It's harder in some ways, but it's also easier in some ways. It's got its trade-offs of doing it, showing your face. But let's talk about the pro versus plan. It was the vote there was about split 50-50. Like half of the people voted were on hobby, half the people were on the pro plan. And it's interesting. Like when you first started, like all we had was the $99 plan. And if you're starting out like a business that's not centered around making money, it can be a little bit harder to like get people to join. And so making that $99 back is kind of hard. So there's probably less churn now for community owners now, I would guess, maybe, because there's a cheaper way to get into it. I don't know the stats on that, but I love that they have a $9 plan.
I really like that they have a $9 plan now, and it's like, I think that Sam has even said somewhere that they lose maybe money on it. But
It's possible, yeah.
it's an easy entry point for somebody to give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
Whereas 99, you really had to think about it.
I mean, that's what got me back into
starting
it.
out.
Like, I wasn't making any money with my school, and I just like couldn't justify a $99 price point anymore. But once the $9 plan came back, I was like, I could do this. I can swing $9.
Yeah, the 99, so I say that people had to think about it. There was also the side of people where they already had, they were just moving, and it was actually cheaper than Kajabi, or it was cheaper than other things, or they're monetizing a community and they already have a huge audience. Like those people, it was easy for, but not for somebody that's like has no business experience yet. They've never done something online. They're trying to take a leap and try to figure stuff out. That is like, if we wanted, and you think about it, if Sam wanted us to actually reach 1 billion people, he had to lower the barrier to entry, you know?
Yeah.
And what is crazy to me, and I have no problem saying this, I even said it in that post, is the people that get really upset that pro is $99. And I think this is what we get. Like when you lower the barrier to entry to the $9. And I think that the reason why I'm bringing this up is I think it's an important realization for all people, okay, is when you decide to have a low ticket, you're lowering the barrier to entry. You're going to get people inside your community that are still going to complain even when you have given them so much.
I know.
Okay?
They weren't around when it was only $99.
Right?
I don't know how good we got it now.
Like, people still complained at $99 too, don't get me wrong. But you're going to get the people that are going to complain, and they're going to almost feel entitled to being able to get your higher ticket things for less because you are bringing in a low ticket type of mindset, right?
Yeah.
Not all low ticket people are this way, just being clear. This is just some. So don't let it shake you. Don't let it change you. It's always good to have that feedback anyways, because there might be a way that you could word things differently. There might be a way that, hey, maybe they made a good point, like, hey, let's give you this. I know Sam tested a lot of the different things when before it came out. I got some messages and I was looking back and it was like, what do you think the hobby plan should have, or like, should the hobby plan have these plugins? And so you had to sit there and think through all this different stuff. I remember when that was happening, my thing was like, they need to have the plugins that ensure they don't have, or that ensure that they can at least have less of a risk of spam, which was membership questions, unlocking chat, and unlocking posting. Those were the three that I put forward as my, like, hobby people still need to have those, that ability to block spam if they can.
And you still get a lot with the hobby plan. I mean, think about all the stuff you're getting. Like, you get to pretty much replace Zoom because there's the Skool Live. You still have the email where it is more likely to go to actually be delivered, that they can open in their inbox, versus spam, versus like another type of software. Like, you can still host all your courses. It's got a calendar. Yeah. There's like a ton of things that like would cost hundreds of dollars in other softwares to replace.
So yeah, with all of that, Sam went to a ton of different schoolers to ask this stuff. Like, I would call them probably like the power users or whatever they end up saying. And so it's like the hobby plan was, he put a lot of stuff in the hobby plan based on actual users saying, what would you need to give it a real shot, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of testing behind it. And I think one of the thing that somebody said was like, it's just like a big jump from 9 to 99. Not really. Not to me. Like, have you ever paid for Kajabi?
Right.
Like, it's a lot. But so if you end up doing, that's like one thing, as I'm trying to have enough air to finish my launch, right? As I look at it, I am having a low ticket tier. So I know that there's going to be the people that complain, right? Like, I'm prepared for it.
Yeah, the transaction fees is a pretty big deal. That's what's making me consider going to the Pro, just to have a lower transaction fee. And that's lower than a lot of other platforms, the 2.9.
Yep. 2.9 plus the 30% or 30 cents per transaction. In fact, let me bring this up just so people know this, because some people don't. Jesse's comment, but WAP is free.
But WAP is terrible.
Yeah.
The actual WAP app itself doesn't save like playback to when you're watching a course. Like it's just full of like.
Why do you know so much about WAP, sir?
I've used it. I mean, I've been in a lot of communities that are based around WAP.
All right. Let me share screen because I think some people don't know about this.
Okay.
Okay. So if you go, so we're over here. We're going to click right here. We're going to click Help Center. That's going to pull up this page for you. Go over to Payments. Go to Skool Payment Facts. Here's where you can find about the fees. So on the Pro plan, 2.9, 30 cents. It is 3.9 if it's over 900. Okay. So it's a good to, like, for people that are like, oh no, it's a lot more. It is 1% more, but they are taking on a lot more of a risk when it comes to something like this. And then it does an additional for international cards, all that. So it's just be aware of this when this is happening. And then obviously the 10% for hobby plan. You can find a lot of stuff, though, inside here. So people have questions about payout frequency, especially if they're in an international. When is it going to come out? So it's usually like the first payout for a community usually takes up to 14 days. And so what I want to give an example of this. I'm going to go to the calendar. Let's say, because the payouts always come out on Wednesday. let's say that somebody paid you on the 5th. Well, now it's going to be 14 days. But once it's 14 days, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ta-da, it's the 19th. You would be able to say that the payout is going out on the 20th. But if it was 14 days from the 7th when it's already been a Wednesday, so now it's not going to pay out until the 27th. So it's just good to keep in mind that since the payouts only go out once a week and it's on the Wednesday, that if it's on Wednesday, it's kind of a toss up. But if it's after Wednesday, just know that it's going to be closer to like 3 weeks, for your first payout. After that, it's just the 7 days. So it would be like it goes through here and then it would come out on the 13th. But if it was here, it would probably come out on the 20th. So, random facts.
So, and there's something else too about that you mentioned before about the school games where the first payment doesn't count. What was that?
That's not true. We busted that myth, remember?
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I was just remembering wrong.
Mythbusters.
Good.
But yeah, go watch Mark's video and go subscribe to him on YouTube because you will get the notification that he made a video before we even get a chance to post it, right?
Yeah.
As long as you have notifications turned on.
Also, maybe I should charge $8.99 instead of $900.
I was like, you can't do 99 cents, Eric. And then I understand you meant $899. Got it.
Yeah, $8.99. So I can get a lower transaction fee.
Could you imagine if that becomes the new pricing point for Skool because people are like, I want to get the 2.9.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might come out better. I don't know.
That would be a good thing. You know what, Jesse? Jesse, if you're still watching, figure it out. What price point would you need to pay or charge for it to make sense for the 3.9%?
How much more than 800 or 900? $8.99. I don't know.
If you subscribe to Mark, you'll be the first one to see his face if it's on that one. Oh my gosh.
But I'm very thankful for the hobby plan. I really am. I think it's gotten a lot more people on Skool. And
yeah, boy.
But
And you
I'm
can be
also-
successful with it too.
You can.
Like you could still keep it at the hobby plan however long you want.
I'm also waiting for my. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That would not be smart.
I'm going to be going to pro soon. That's all.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I don't have any more
that's
posts.
it.
I don't have any more posts. The only other thing I saw was that Ryan hit 100,000 freaking instances in Skool, which is kind of wild.
You mean points?
Points. I couldn't think of the word. My brain is not working. 100,000 points.
100,000 instances. That's what I'm gonna call them now.
Engagements. That's the word I was looking for. Engagements. It's just pretty wild. That's pretty impressive. And I said, I commented, bros playing Skool. What did I say? It was really funny. Hold on, I got to find my comment because it was funny.
Yes, it's worth pausing for funnies.
I'm so funny.
Funny.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it.
Sometimes I have a hard time finding my own comments.
There's
I'm
so
like,
many.
where did I say what I said?
I can't find it. Anyways, it was something about like this is why I stopped playing Skool. There's too many sweats. I don't know.
Oh.
And then he
Nice.
said it was a skill issue, which is true. He's not wrong.
I finally hit 11K contributions. That happened this week.
Nice.
So that was fun. And the saddest part is that if you delete stuff, so you get to keep your points if a post is deleted.
I was thinking about that. I was
But
going to ask you.
you lose your contributions. So when I went through and I cleaned out What is Skool completely before it went public, I set myself back. I found out that I set back probably like 2K contributions. And so I would have 13K contributions, but
Dang. That's a lot.
you know, it is a lot.
Impressive.
Need a nap.
I finally hit level 8 in Schoolers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've looked at how long it might take me to get the full circle, because like once you reach level 9, the only thing you can go for is the full circle. And if you the sad part is, like, if you go look at Ryan's, he's at 100,000 points and he still looks like he needs at least another, like, I don't know, probably 60 or 70,000 points.
6, 7.
Yeah, to get to the next.
But Sam has a full circle,
Yeah.
which makes sense. He's the guy.
It's Sam. He posts every single week, and then it's always pinned at the top.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we've run out of posts this week. Everything else sucked. No, I'm
What else
joking.
did you guys do? That's
Yeah.
what I want to know. What were y'all up to?
What
You know
did
what
you
we should do is we
What?
should go spy.
Oh,
We should
share
go
screen.
spy.
Let's see what everybody's doing. Something sneaky.
You know what? Should we do that? Should we do that for fun?
Sure.
Are we gonna make people regret being on our live? Ah! All right. Dun dun dun.
Let's see it.
Okay,
Let's
here.
see what you kids are getting up to.
All right, for Jesse, what did he do in Schoolers?
Probably a lot.
Not even a W.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait, there's
That's
a
at
new
least what
Matthew.
you do.
There's a new Matthew Thompson podcast. I gotta go listen to it after
Yeah,
this.
he just made it.
He's late.
It's the Grateful Dead people. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, Mindy
like
also
it.
hit level 8 and moved houses. Wow. That's always difficult.
This one always cracks me up when somebody's like, "Why did you delete my post?" And nobody deleted their post. He's like, "You mean this one?"
Oh, man.
We're spying on you, Jesse. Okay. Now it's who else can we spy on? Next person, Heston. Heston, what have you been up to on Schoolers?
Ooh. I enjoy his community. He drops some elite ball knowledge.
Look, he's being a good supporter. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
How many activities do you average daily on School?
Like 50 or 60, personally.
I used to get at least 200, and now it's not been that way.
There has been some moments I have gotten like 200 or 300, but yeah, usually like 50 or 60.
He's one of the things that I'm noticing is that he's being really encouraging and positive. Great
He's a
job,
really positive.
Heston.
He's a positive guy. I like
Whoop,
Heston a
whoop.
lot.
Okay, Arden, what have you
If you
been
want to learn
doing?
about mini chat, you should join his community. I'm in there.
Attachment. Nice. Value.
Arton is just gifs. GIFs.
That's true. Matthew Burns would probably know.
This is our weekly spy session now.
There was no Mark face cam.
That's what
Yes.
I'm saying. Whoa.
Let's see. Who is the next person we can spy
I hope
on?
you're enjoying the smooth jazz of us spying.
Oh yeah. You know, my niece wanted me to listen to one of our episodes because she's like, "You're a YouTuber," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not a YouTuber." She's like, "You're on YouTube, so you're a YouTuber." I'm like, "Whatever." So she makes us listen to some of these episodes, which you already know that makes me die inside because I don't like re-listening to myself. But
That's so funny.
I never realized like how quiet it can be. It's just like us talking because I always have my jazz in the background.
Right.
So it's like, to me, I feel like there's always some sort of background noise. And then I was like, oh, that's really quiet. Mindy is going to be, we're going to see, it's going to change her level. She will have been a level 8. Woohoo! Nice.
You need to look up Jack's. What's his? I don't know what his.
Well, we're about to
username
go
is.
through hers real quick. Do
Oh,
your
after
new
Medea.
members? Do your new members respond to your first DM? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, she did tag me in this yesterday. Thank you, Mindy. Somebody was asking like the stats and stuff, and so what I always do is I just go to the sign up page because you can see like they're gonna keep it updated. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I didn't know if I was able to share the other one, so I'm like, I'll let Elena share if we're allowed to. And the other thing that I do also, fun fact, is you can just look up Facebook ads library. But some of them were incorrect, so I don't know about that, but sometimes you can find good information there. Good discovery. She's really always being helpful. Like, see? She's over here being helpful here. She's helping here. We have a crossover. It's Jack and Mindy.
Whoa.
Nice. All right, let's go find who else are we gonna spy on today.
Jack, he's right there.
Well, we're gonna go through here. Jack, hello. What has he been doing on Schoolers?
Asking questions.
Now I want to know what would the physical essential oil. That's pretty cool.
I've told you about my essential oil that I have that I got from. There's a website called. Actually, I don't remember the name of the website, but it's like they recreate the smells of Disney rides.
Mm-hmm.
And so my favorite experience of my entire life was riding the Pandora ride. I love Avatar at Disney World, and they recreated the smell because I think about it all the time, and it smells so good.
That's awesome. I didn't hear about that before. I don't think. I think this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Those would be interesting people to see on School. This was a cool post. If you haven't gone through this post, except for I cannot stand this GIF.
I said
Not
it
the
should
only
be Pat
one,
Flynn. Mine was Pat Flynn.
Pat Flynn.
Yeah, I would love to see Pat Flynn on here.
So I'm not gonna say all of them. Oh, hey, somebody else said Pat Flynn too. They were saying like, who do you think would help grow the platform? My brain thought was like, I was being a troll. I was like, well, this person would make a lot of people come here, or you know. But then I was thinking, I was like, oh, if they brought Jenna Marbles back, like because she hasn't been online, it would break the internet for Jenna Marbles to join School and be online again.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, there would be so many people on School. But then I also would love to see Ian Carroll.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. Pat Flynn's mine.
Yep. See, being helpful.
Love to see it.
Nice. I like it. That's the cool thing. I think we could have gone back and noticed it, but look how many green.
So green.
Lots of green. Was this your first day? No. Okay. Sometimes you can go back and you can see, like, click when the first day was. It was cool. But super fun. All right, so that was a new version of our recap, right?
Yeah. Next week, if we have time, we'll do it again. So you better make some good comments next week. So, because we're going to look. We're going to check. And you're not going to know what to do when we bring it up. So don't embarrass yourself. This is important, okay? Don't embarrass yourself. Post value. Ask questions. Be helpful. Do something because we're going to bring you up here. And it's going to be so scary, and you're not going to know what to do. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys have a great weekend. This is the end. And I hope that you enjoy your weekend. We will post probably Sunday what we're talking about next week. If you have any ideas of what you want us to talk about, let us know. We'll talk about anything you want, as long as it's reasonable. So yeah, ask questions. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.